Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Sir,
Dalton.
Awesome.
I think we're still waiting for Ishmael or Ernest.
So that we're waiting on Ishmael.
Wonderful.
hello everyone.
Hi, Ernest.
Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. I need to reopen my Zoom.
In the meantime, how's everybody doing?
Good. Good. Pretty good.
Wonderful. Does anybody have any sales calls to review? No, honestly, as always, you guys are my motivation on what not to be. I think what's the worst case? I could become like people in the program. So you guys inspire me, and that's the good thing. There's always a silver lining. Yes.
I
Now,
should have
while
had.
while Ernest is fixing his shit, does anyone have any questions? I'm glad you guys are so inquisitive about life and just thoughts. It's very good. Who here is currently reading a book? Felix, why the fuck aren't you reading?
I'm not reading anything right now. I don't have time.
Wonderful. Adele, what are you reading?
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Okay, good. Dalton?
Atomic Habits.
Okay, simple book. And the man who likes to hug other men for a living, not you, Felix. Michael.
I'm also reading Atomic Habits as well.
Oh, wonderful. Ah, the Polish man is back. Okay, very good. Felix, have you read Atomic Habits?
I've heard of it, but I haven't read it, no.
Okay, you guys should make a group chat and read it all together. I'm sure it'll be very
Let's go,
fabulous.
boys.
Yes, yes.
Let's
You
get
bring
each
that.
other's numbers and start reading together.
Yeah. Felix, share your number with Michael. Very good. Very
I
good.
can share my number in the chat. Yeah, I'll just
Okay, I'll share mine too.
Wonderful.
nice.
Very good. So, what?
It was a joke, but I'm glad that all of you just started exchanging numbers. So I was like, is that not a joke?
That's really funny.
Okay, how is everyone doing? Good.
You're good,
Good.
man. How are you doing,
I-
Ernest?
Besides the fact that my voice is basically non-existent, I'm doing phenomenal. Thank you very much. So, does anyone have any sales codes to review, or do we do roleplay?
I have a question.
Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking you're gonna be able to do some resurrection after the last one you
That's-
showed me. But okay,
that's-
you only have a question. Please, what's the question? Because just
I
in
should
case, just in case you guys don't know, he had the pleasure of speaking on a sales call with an intellectual buyer, where throughout the whole 15 minutes he has not understood that he's speaking to an intellectual buyer, even though she said her team closed 2,000 deals last month. She has a pipeline of 6,000 leads, and her surname was literally the name of the brokerage in her background on the sign.
You
So you
learn
know,
from
guys,
experience.
if you're not
Yeah.
able to connect those dots, absolutely fine. I'm here to help you with that. But please take to consideration there is a chance I'm gonna slide. Like at some point, my limitations also come to an end. It was a very fun experience to reviewing. But yes, Adil, what's your question? Sorry.
I should have had a sales call today, but the prospect didn't show up. Just wanted, maybe I'm doing something wrong, or is it okay? Because it happens for a second time for the last, let's say, week and a half.
Yeah, Felix, I don't have a better nickname for you. Okay, first of all, when was it the cold call that has booked her in?
No, it was called email.
Cold. Has she confirmed the meeting? Do you know what I mean what I mean when I say confirmed?
I mean, she booked it herself, so I didn't. I just sent her a link and she booked it.
Yes.
Mhm.
Who the fuck is? None of you guys has last name Schmidt, correct? Wonderful. Someone just messaged me. Don't have the number Schmidt and asking me weird questions. Okay. Oh, she booked the. Still, you have not answered my question. Do you know what I mean when I say if she has confirmed the meeting on
I'm not
Google
sure.
Calendar?
No. No.
Okay, let me show you. I'm currently trying to figure out how I can show you this without reviewing my whole calendar. I have an idea. Yeah, give me 1 second. The question of the day is, do I have on this laptop the team email? I should have it.
I just got a
Yes,
notification.
that's
for
fine. I can
one.
show you. So if you look here, can you see this?
Mhm.
Do you see the meeting series?
Yeah.
If you click on the meeting, you know, like you have, fuck, that's in German. I don't know what's in German. But basically you can choose like, are you gonna attend? Yes, no, maybe. And under yes, you have also yes, I'm gonna be virtual, yes, or I'm gonna be in a fucking conference room, something like that. And then you can see who has confirmed the meeting. Obviously, this is a group, so you have, for example, a certain amount of people. But when it's one-to-one, you just simply have, you know, like your name as the owner of the meeting. Then you have basically the attendee, and then you have literally either a plus or just the swoosh, meaning yes or nothing or declined. Most likely, when it's declined, it will disappear from your calendar unless you have set it up that you can see it's declined. That's what I mean when I say was it confirmed. If you want to, just share your screen, go to this meeting, then I can tell you if it was confirmed or not.
I mean, it disappeared from my calendar.
Okay,
So-
then there is a chance she is declined. And
Abs-
in that case, you will need to look into your email. By the way, I
Mhm.
just recommend you setting up in settings of Google Calendar, and I think also in Zoom, depending on how you book it, or in Calendly, you can basically switch it up where someone can decline the meeting, that they are going to attend to the meeting, but it will still be in your calendar. So it's not going to block any hours, but just you will still see that it's declined. I don't know if I have any people don't decline meetings with me, but maybe I have something. Felix, you have missed one meeting today. Okay,
No,
yes, exactly.
I wanted to reschedule it,
Don't
but
worry.
it didn't get through. I don't know. So I'm here right now.
No, you had the meeting. I just see it's declined. So, but I see it on my main, so I'm just gonna make a screenshot. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks like. But there is also a different one I can show you, so we don't put blame on Felix. Wait a second. Yeah, I can show you this. Do you see this?
Yes, we can.
So as you can see here, it has been completely cancelled due to the fact that all the people, fuck me, why have I just, because as you can see here, all the people that should have attended have cancelled it. That's why it has been declined. But then I can see literally in my calendar, oh, okay, this meeting, it says cancelled. And obviously I also get the email notification. So open your email, because I will assume you should have not received the notification either from Calendly or Google Calendar directly.
I don't use Calendar, I use cal.com. So that might cause trouble.
Well, that's on you then.
Okay,
Not
I'll,
showing.
I'll
Maybe
figure
wrong.
out.
There is a chance you still get the email. But see, but if you don't use Calendly,
Mhm.
do you have workflows set up or something like that?
Yeah, it has also workflow with notifications.
Okay, but then do you have SMS and email turned on?
No, it's
You're
only email.
hesitating.
It's only
Exactly.
email. Mhm.
That's already wrong. Because on Calendly, yes, it will cost you 10 additional bucks, or 12. I think it's 12. I may be absolutely wrong, but I think it's $12. And that allows you to set up also just SMS notifications, which, yes, it doesn't change that much, but then the person gets confirmation on their phone when they book in, and you can set it up personally. So literally, Felix, I recently have set it up with him. He has set up messages where people will generally think it comes from him.
Mhm. I see.
And then he also sends out, I think 2 minutes before the call, he sends out the link to the call. Because very often people are just simply retarded. People get shit ton of emails and no one looks into their emails. Most people don't. Recently, I got a phone from someone. I just was going through the apps. The first thing I saw was 15,000 emails unread. as a notification badge.
So
Most people are like that. As a matter of fact, Dalton, Mr. Bikini, do you read your emails?
I read them every once in a while. Like I try to check like once a week.
Once a week.
Yeah. Why? Did you email me?
Do you get my point?
see, okay.
No,
That's
Dalton was
interesting.
just making a point that
Oh.
it's very important to also have SMS notifications. But then,
Okay.
yes, go to just, these are the bookings, yes?
Yeah, I'll have a call tomorrow.
No, go to unconfirmed or past or cancelled. No, or you just go to cancelled. Go to bookings.
Bookings.
On the right side, you have cancelled.
Mhm.
I don't know what day is today. No. Are you sure she booked in? Wrong dates?
Yes. So it's this one is 10th.
Yeah, you said today, correct?
Yeah.
It should be the 12th. Go to unconfirmed.
It's not here. Yeah.
Where's the person?
I don't know. Okay, I think I will try to figure it out.
Okay, have you received an email confirmation? Okay, how did you know you have a
Thursday.
sales call?
Because she was in my calendar. She was here. If you can see her on my calendar right now.
Oh, fuck, you're also using Notion calendar.
Yeah,
Go
yes,
to
yes.
settings on Notion calendar. I'm pretty confident in saying you should have. Let me actually double check. Maybe. Oh fuck! Why is this all in German? Like I can understand it, but it doesn't help at all. Give me 1 second.
Mhm.
Oh, can I change the language? Wait, what the fuck? The language is literally English. I see it all in German.
So
No.
my main conclusion is that I also need an SMS
Yes,
confirmation.
go to settings on your Notion calendar. If you go to, it should be something like event settings. And then in event
Mhm.
settings, you will have view options. And at least in Google Calendar, by the way, guys, I will recommend you all to do that in case you don't have it. Just double check your settings right now.
Settings. Mm-hmm.
In something like view options, and one of you can just share the screen. I could guide you through it. As a matter of fact, if Felix will do it, it's probably in German, so I can literally tell him what it says in German. But I would prefer if one of the English-speaking individuals will show me, so other people can also see. It should say something like "canceled events show" or "show canceled events." I don't know if screen or if you guys just have thought to themselves that the other individual is gonna share the screen.
Calendly. That'll be
No,
different than Notion app.
Google Calendar.
Google Calendar, you say? Google.
If you want to, Michael, please share your screen.
Yes, sir. Let's go back to you.
I have a better name for Michael.
You got a better name than wrestler? Mexican? No, man. I'm not Mexican.
Like,
That's my buddy. That's my buddy over there. I'm not Mexican, bro.
yeah. Disappointing. So go to settings, go to the gear icon next to day, next to your mouth right now. Yes. Then go to event settings. Scroll down. Wait.
Is
Yes. See view.
notification.
No, yeah. Scroll down. Stop. View options. And as you can see, you have shown declined events. So every time when someone declines an event with you, you have it checked. So if anytime when someone declines an event with you, you will still see it in your calendar. So you can actually see that it's declined.
Mhm.
And then you normally also get a notification per email saying this event has been deleted, as long as you schedule it with Calendly.
Yes.
If you want to Kazaki, just share your screen. and go to settings. Maybe we're gonna find something together. Now Felix and
I
Mr.
think
Bikini.
I'll figure it out my own. Just like
Okay. Do you guys have that set up?
Yes.
Like, do you have
What setup?
you have it set up? Don't worry about it. Bikini, your
Mhm.
camera is glitching. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, now you're moving. Yes, your camera just froze.
Okay.
Have you this do you have this option turned on?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Kazaki, do you want my help right now to set up your Calendly properly? Or do you prefer to still use cal.com, whatever that is?
I think I will go with cal.com for now.
Okay.
Then we'll see
The only
what
reason,
happens.
that's fine.
Mhm.
The only reason why, can you just stop fucking sharing? The only reason why I recommend you guys Calendly is only because of the workflows. Like this is literally also the only reason why I recommend you paying for it, because fundamentally speaking, you can use Calendly for free. The only reason why I recommend you paying for it is because you can set up additional notifications for everyone, which if you want it or not, it's just gonna increase the show up rate. Not unless like there is the no show rate, like independent of what business you're doing. That's why you also need to follow up with them. And this will come especially in handy if you said you just booked it through an email where you were not able to be on the call with this person and make them confirm the meeting. Because if someone here is doing cold calls, what I will recommend you doing while you're on the cold call, just say to the person, hey, you should have received the invitation on your email. Can you just check out and tell me if you have received it? Wonderful. If you have it, can you just simply click on, yes, I will attend. The reason behind that is, first of all, it's actually gonna block out the time in their calendar. So you're gonna be sure that, so I was right, he had internet issues. That's gonna allow you to block out their time in the calendar. Oh, Mr. Bikini is back. So that's gonna allow you to block out the time in the calendar so they're not gonna be able to put anything in the calendar above it. Especially because like a lot of people are using calendars nowadays to just book appointments in. And second to that, they will also receive notifications from Google Calendar, Calendly, and email. Then also SMS. So it will be personal messaging, automated, spam. One of those three ones always goes into spam. That's why you want to increase the likelihood of them showing up because of just the bombarding of notifications that you're sending them out. I only had once in my entrepreneurial journey where someone told me, I have too many notifications. I was like, cool. So that's the limit. Good to know. It was because I had 10 emails and I had 10 notifications on SMS. And I also fuck up the time zone because I was setting it up on Go High Level and I forgot to put the person's time zone on their profile on Go High Level. So it has sent out my time zone. So someone in US time zone has received an SMS saying, I see you on the call in 6 hours at 2 a.m. Not a good beginning of the relationship, just saying. But yeah, even if did you have her number?
No, just I even
And you
didn't
have also
communicate
fucked
her.
up.
Really? Okay.
No, but then you also fucked up because that's why, granted, I don't know settings on cal.com. I will assume it's similar to Calendly where you can put the questions. So you always want to collect their first, last name, their email, and their WhatsApp number. So you can call them, especially because even if you don't have a US number, you always have Go High Level. So even if they don't have a WhatsApp, you can always call them.
I mean, I scrape the email from a database which does not contain phone numbers.
No, but I like how you're not listening. She
Sorry,
has
okay.
booked the call in, correct?
Yeah.
So on the basis that you will have a questionnaire of 3 questions while she's booking the meeting in, which will be her first and last name,
Yeah.
email, and WhatsApp number. In the worst case, she will just give you a number that she doesn't have a WhatsApp on. Cool. In nowadays and age, you can even use Go High Level or Open Phone or Skype or Zoom phone to call her.
Okay.
So that
Actually-
was also a fuck up because you could have literally called her either the same minute the event has started or 1 hour before, because I assume you never had a meeting before from emails.
Mhm.
So you could have just literally called her 1 hour before, especially if you don't have SMS notifications, and be like, hey, Amanda, it's me, Kazahi. We have a meeting in 1 hour. I just wanted to reassure myself that you have a link.
I see. Okay. I will do that.
Yeah. Because then you don't even say, you know, I just wanted to be sure that you come to the meeting with me. Because most people don't. You can just be like, we had some issues, internal issues when it comes to our emails. Just wanted to assure myself that you have received the link. And if you want to, you can even ask, by the way, on the side note, a really silly question, but is there anything else than an act of God that will make you not come to the call, or will justify you not coming to the call? Okay, cool. Then I see you in an hour. And please assure yourself that you're going to be in a quiet environment and preferably in front of your laptop. Again, those things are also something that you can simply send out as an SMS.
I see. Okay.
Are you sure you don't have any workflows on cal.com? Can you show me the screen again? If you don't want to change the software, I can at least have a look.
Okay. Mhm.
Nigga, what does it say?
It says workflow. So I have 1 hour
Okay,
reminder
click
and
on
24 hour.
new. Yeah, I don't care which one. Yeah, just call it awareness workflow, so you can delete it. Glad you called it like this. Just fucking stop. Just scroll down.
Mhm.
Action. Stop. Go to the action. Yes. Click on do this.
Mhm.
Do this. Literally the same thing. You just need to pay.
Mm. Yeah.
You cheap fuck. And
I
then,
really don't.
and then, and then you
I
ask
really
me
don't
why
know.
you people are not showing up to your meetings. Honestly,
Okay,
at this
I
point, you
understand.
might just as well go with Calendly. Let me
Oh,
guess.
single
Why
that.
were you using cal.com?
Because it's free and has the same
Calendly is
workflow.
also free, based on everything you just showed me so far. Everything you use is also on Calendly.
So workflows are actually paid. So these emails.
Welcome for Calendly Design. The only reason why I tell you it's recommended to purchase it, it's not necessary, but it's recommended. It's only because of the workflows. Generally, you're not paying for anything else. Even I, with multiple businesses, I only pay for enterprise because of the workflow. I was just able to calculate how much will I pay for all the accounts. I was like, I can get it for cheaper. Let me speak to a salesperson.
I see. Okay, I'll
Yeah, but
consider
that's
that.
basically a solution. Oh, you can even set up fucking WhatsApp messages.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even better.
You should upgrade that thing right
Okay.
now, man.
How much is actually cal.com paid subscription?
If you decide to purchase, let me know. More than happy to set it up with you.
Okay, thank you. So it's
Okay.
it's 15 months.
Any other question? It's literally the same fucking price as Calendly. But now you made me curious. Let me quickly double check if you can set up WhatsApp on Calendly, because if not, then I will actually recommend you going with Cal. In the meantime, does anyone has questions while I'm checking this out?
I have questions.
Z Kyle, yes.
I booked, I think, 5 calls last week and no one showed up, and I have set up everything. Besides, what I didn't do is calling the person 1 hour before, because there was one person and I called her and she was telling me, she was really angry, and she was telling me she thinks that it's too much what I'm doing and that she cannot take me serious anymore and that she's gonna reach out to me again.
Absolutely
and hung
fine.
up.
Then doesn't matter, because what you could have said in this moment is just interrupt her and be like, look, with all due respect, Felix, yes, I may do too much, but this is what I do for my business. Now imagine what I will do for yours.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I also have the same problem. Sometimes like I can't really deal with the rejection. Like they're just like, oh, this is too much for me as well.
Cool.
Or the-
Then
or-
that's a sign that you don't want to work with someone like this.
Yeah.
Because like you need to understand if like even when people try to sell me something, as a matter of fact, people always try to sell me some like payment processors. Yes, I get pissed off when they remind me of the meeting because I'm not retarded. I actually check my emails. Like my emails are nonetheless, I see the hunger, and that's a good sign. Because if someone is hungry for their business and they're working with me, it means that they're gonna also by proxy make me money. Because obviously, dependent on what is that they do, in order for them to make money, they also need to make me money. You need to understand if someone is good in business, they will see it and they will take it as a positive, not as a negative.
So
Okay, so
Unless
what-
you, huh?
So how
Two
do you
people
deal with like?
speaking. Please
Can I go?
raise
Can
the
I go
fucking
first?
hand.
Can I go first?
You know that you have an icon on Zoom. You can raise a hand.
Sounds good.
Literally, you can set up even reactions like this, and if you hold it for 5 seconds,
Well,
and
that's
then you
dope.
pop up to the left, so I can see that you're willing to ask a question.
Let me try that. Let me try that.
You can even change the color. That's mine is white because white
Mine
is
is not
right.
working.
I'm joking. Okay. Yes, Mr. Wrestler, what's your question? By the way, Felix,
Oh.
very bitch behavior. You were
What?
talking to me, and you just allowed him to step in and ask me the question. Yes, Wrestler.
So when I'm calling someone, I present myself. I say, I'm gonna jump straight to the point. This is a cold call, whatever. Either give me 20 seconds to explain myself. And what if they say no? Like, how do I convince them to
Cool.
like show my offer to them?
Okay, first of all, it also depends how they say no, because on the basis that you sounded like a cold caller, that's the reason why they say no. Cool, just hang up, call another person, because you're gonna waste too much time of convincing someone who is willing already to tell you no.
Gotcha.
There's a chance that there is a problem in your pitch.
Hmm. Yeah, I have a
I
script that
assume.
Nikita sent me.
Show me the script.
Sure.
May I ask a question? Brief one while he's opening.
This is right
What's your
here.
question?
It's really basic.
Kazaki, wait a second.
We had 4 calls with Nikita each week, and that really helped to stay
Yeah.
accountable, especially with cold calls, because I hate them. Can we have something
Book
similar?
calls with AJ.
Every day?
Oh no, okay. In order to maximize your guys' efficiency and also our team efficiency, what I do is readjust the time. So yes, you now have basically 4. Obviously, if your time allows, you can book more. But realistically speaking, you have 4 of those calls in a week, which are 45 minutes. And in the last 15 minutes, you speak to AJ. So you can utilize the last 15 minutes for that, because he also gonna collect the data of you in terms of outreach. So we also know if you are having time in your ass or if you're actually doing any work. And I fucking forgot what I wanted to do. Yes, German.
Okay, so what can I do better now that the people show up? Because I was reaching out to them again after they didn't show up, and they were telling me, "Oh yeah, they're so sorry, they were busy, and they want to make a new appointment, but they're gonna reach out to me." And I always try to
Then
talk to them that we gonna book it now, but they're always like, "No, I want to reach out to you, blah blah blah." Like they take it like unserious if I tell them to do it now. It feels so dumb for me because I would feel the same if I would be them. Like if someone
okay,
tells me
why?
no, let's book it now, I would be like, fuck you, I'm gonna reach out to you when I want, because if I want to
Okay.
buy, then I'm gonna reach out.
How many of those people have reached out to you?
No, what? That's the problem.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, that's not, no, it's not well, technically speaking, yes, it's a problem. but then you have a clear solution on what to do, and you're not just not doing it because it doesn't feel well. Welcome to
them.
entrepreneurship. Yes, just
The
call
thing is,
them.
I call them and then they don't pick up the phone, or they just tell me again that they're gonna reach out to me.
Then just you can just okay. In the worst case scenario, if you're gonna tell someone on the phone, look, you either book it right now or I'm never gonna speak to you again, what will happen? You're never gonna speak to them, correct? What is
Probably.
currently happening? You're never speaking to them again, correct?
Yeah.
So if you put it that way in your head, if you're gonna do it enough times and someone will actually book it and you're gonna speak to him again, is that a good or a bad or bad scenario?
It's a bad
Obviously,
scenario.
it also obviously depends what tonality you're gonna use. Like if you're gonna, tell someone, book it now, then that's obviously not gonna come across very well.
I'm not do that.
Good. But then just simply say, look, I don't want to waste any of your time. I don't want to waste any of my time. Let's just book it right now. Does this or this time work for you best? And because they already booked with you, you have all their data, so you can book it for them. So you are removing the friction of the process. The only thing you need to ask is you need to guide them. It's similar to selling.
Okay.
By the end of the day, you're not selling, you're having a conversation with them where you guide them through every process on every part of the stage or the sales call to find out if you actually can work with them. On the basis that you can, you also guide them towards the close. And it's the same way in, for example, confirming or rebooking the appointments. Because by the end of the day, you have all the data. You can just simply be like, look, honestly, man, I don't want to waste any of your time. Neither do I want to waste any of mine. So let's just rebook it right now. Will 9 p.m. tomorrow or 9 p.m. the day after that work best for you? Because again, yes, you're asking, what the fuck is that? Why am I getting some? I swear, if someone gives my fucking UAE number to some people, I'm gonna kill someone. Because by the end of the day, they just don't want to do it because it's additional decision that they need to make. But if you're gonna remove it and if you're gonna tell them what to do, but you're also gonna propose time, in their head, it's a good thing because you're proposing, you're not forcing. And again, it
What
removes
is
all the friction
proposing?
because
Like, what does proposing mean?
Anbieten. Du bietest den Time an, Zeit an.
Okay.
Das heißt, du entfernst das ganze Problem von, ich muss hier drucken, dies und das machen. Du gibst dem einfach nur die Zeit an, welche die aussuchen müssen.
Okay.
Und du gibst ihnen auch nicht die Option Nein zu sagen, sondern du gibst ihnen 2 Zeiten an. It's very similar to a good waiter when you are in a restaurant. When the waiter is asking you, instead of just saying, oh, would you want some dessert? He's just gonna ask you, would you prefer espresso or a lava cake? He doesn't give you a space to say no. He just gives you option A or B. A-B questions.
The thing is, my problem, I'm working with hairdressers now, right? And they're so fucking busy. And I know it. It's literally true. They are fucking busy. So they're always busy. They have almost no time. And that's why they also always tell me that they need time to think about the time when they have time. I don't know.
Wonderful. You have 30 seconds now to tell me what time works best for you. Or you can just say, look, I know your place closes at 8. Are you at home at 9? Cool, we can speak at 9. Does that work for you? It's as simple as that. See, the problem is what you're currently doing, instead of thinking of a solution, you're currently justifying it for them. Which doesn't make sense because you're not in their position. And by the end of the day, if something is important, do you find time for it? Yes, absolutely. I don't like the script. What niche are you in?
I'll show you again.
No, what? I just asked you what niche you are in.
Oh, home improvement, construction.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna create your script. But you are also retarded. Like if you are saying, I'm just gonna skip to the last part. It's a cold call. Is it fine if you're gonna give me 20 seconds? It depends, obviously, how you say it, but it sounds kind of retarded.
Yeah.
You said home improvement?
Yes.
I'm retarded. I already have one for home improvement. I know. I just created it. Wait a second. How good is your English?
It's
Like if I'm
decent.
gonna put a word like feasible, like are you gonna be able to pronounce it?
Feasible.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just a few words that I can really pronounce that well, but it's very little.
Cool. In the world, okay, guys. I also want you to understand. If I send you a script, it has a purpose of a frame. Because if you have seen enough scripts of that we provide you with or that I'm building for you, they are all very similar when it comes to structure. The reason is why you don't create it yourself is because you don't know it yet, what words you should use. However, if, for example, especially if English is not your main language, absolutely fine. Just change the words that you have, for example, problem with pronouncing to something else.
Yeah, I had
I
to do that
recommend
as well.
using ChatGPT or just Google. You have the script in the chat.
Nice.
Okay, any more questions? Because if not, then I'm gonna hand it over to AJ.
One question to you, Ernest. I asked same to Ismael last time.
Yes.
You're quite a disagreeable person in the way you speak. Is it something you have grown, or is it natural to yourself? And do you have any advice for more agreeable type of people?
I would say I was very disagreeable my whole life. Then when the situation with my mom happened, in case someone doesn't know, my mom had cancer. So I became very agreeable because I was just simply putting everyone above me, just putting them on a pedestal. So I will agree to fucking everything. But then I realized that it's a bad thing. And there were a couple of things that helped me. If you have not read a book, I will recommend you reading a book that is called, granted, it's a very specific way how it's written, because it's basically a dialogue in between a scholar and, how do you call the Greek people that were teaching? I'm blackout on that name. I forgot the name. Like basically between a teacher and a student.
How it's called?
And what?
How it's called?
The courage to be disliked. And by the end of the day, you need to understand that being agreeable comes from the fact that more or less you just think that everyone else is either right or that other people are better than you. I'm very generalizing when I say that. But for example, what worked very good for me in order to regain control over it is to understand that in order in entrepreneurship to be better, I need to be disagreeable. As a matter of fact, even when I speak with Ismael, yes, he may be absolutely fucking right. But I will still say no, just for the sake of it. And I will then have a discussion where, yes, he can convince me that he's right, even though I, for example, knew from the beginning he's right. But I want to see if there's a different way of, for example, explanation, where I will genuinely think to 100%, yes, he's right. Or if he's at least able to explain to me why. Because by the end of the day, what I was doing when I noticed that I have a problem with this, these were small things. Like, for example, let's say in a restaurant, yes, restaurant, if you work in a restaurant, is basically a very, like, you need to be a team player because otherwise it does not work. But then, for example, if I have noticed, let's say people are not polishing the cutlery, like, let's say with the right speed, I will understand, yes, from the team player perspective, I will need to do it with them. But does it belong to my work? The fuck it doesn't. So I will focus myself on what do I need to finish first for myself. If I then have time and I'm willing to decide that I want to help them to speed up also their work, absolutely fine. That will be one example. The other example, again, pretty retarded, but if you're, for example, going to the gym, are you putting weights back of where you have taken them?
Of course.
Wonderful. Do you know that people that are working in the gym, most of the time, they don't do anything and they are actually being paid for the fact that the gym also should look clean, which also one of the spectrum of their job is to actually, if someone leaves the gear somewhere, to put it back where do it belong. Yes, it may come across as you're a dick, but that will be also a small change in your life that you are doing on daily that will simply make a shift in your brain that you are more important. Because by the end of the day, if you're gonna get fucking sick, or if you're gonna, I don't know, lose a limb, who's gonna take care of you? Is it gonna be yourself, or are those gonna be those people? It's gonna be you. It's always you. Or it can be something as stupid as if you are, let's say, driving with a subway or in a bus, and you see someone that, like, you know, the bus is full, you're sitting. Yes, if you're a gentleman, you will stand up and just give the place to this person. But then again, are you in a position where it will be out of your own free will, or is it because you're putting this person on a pedestal? Since you are pretty agreeable, it will not be your conscious decision. It will be a subconscious telling you, oh, society expects it from me, so I should stand up and give this place and give this place to a different person. Like, these are the three things I have readjusted in my life.
So it's all about finding small things where you can be more of a disagreeable person and changing them.
Yes, because by the end of the day, independent of what is that you're doing, it all comes to the small things. Because the small things, over a certain period of time, they make the change. Let's say to the gym, but if you're gonna work out for even 15 minutes every day, that's gonna make a change to your body. If you're, for example, eating one time a day, and let's say only meat, it's gonna change how your body is gonna process the food. And it's also gonna change how your body takes the energy from the food. If it's not gonna be from the food, because let's say there is no fat, there is no sugar, there is no carbohydrate, it's gonna take it from the fat that you have on your body. It is being called ketosis, if you want to. That's why you have, for example, keto diet. Do you get my point?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
So to answer your question properly, no. Like, yes, maybe at the beginning of my life, I was not very agreeable. But then because of what happened to my life, I became very agreeable. And I needed to regain control of that. Like right now, absolutely fucking not. Like I'm not as bad as Ismael. Very often for shooting eagles, I just tend to be disagreeable with what is it that we are discussing, just for the sake of it. But again, that's a conscious decision. Have you done the? Was it in Myers-Briggs test or was it in Jordan Peterson test where you can see how agreeable you are?
Yeah, I have done it.
Do you remember what the results were?
I'm pretty high in conscientiousness and what was second openness, so it's 15th percentile and 20th percentile, and also I'm high in agreeableness, so it was no, I'm low. It was 60th percentile, so it means from 3% I'm the most agreeable.
When was the last time you did it?
Couple of months ago.
Cool. Can you remake it? Actually, as a matter of fact, guys, I'm gonna send you a link to it. Can you just, not now because AJ is also here, so he's gonna speak to you. But can you guys also remake this test if you want to? We can also look at them on the next call. Actually, I don't remember if it was this one. I think it was this one. Because you need to understand that, fundamentally speaking, how disagreeable you are is very much connected to how successful you're gonna be as an entrepreneur. Because if you're gonna look at all the sheeps are very agreeable. Yeah. Oh, fuck me, you. I just opened my Jordan Peterson test. My agreeableness is at 0. So in case someone doesn't know it, Jordan Peterson test is a little bit different than the 16 personality test that I just sent you. It's also a paid one. If you guys have $30 to spend, I can send you a link. It's basically putting you in a comparison of 100 people in the room. So on the basis that you're gonna finish out the test, it's gonna basically combine it with all the results of 100 people in the room. So as an example, if there will be 100 people in the room, I will not agree with anyone. As an example, I also have industrialness at 100,
yeah, that's a good trait.
which means if there will be 100 people in the room, I will outwork everyone. If you guys want to, we can also have just one session only on that.
Oh,
But now,
that's a good topic.
AJ, I'm so sorry I stole your minutes. Please take care of the sheeps.
Yeah, sure, no
Bah.
problem.
I see you guys next time.
To be honest,
See ya.
AJ, you have changed.
Yeah, a lot.
Yes, man.
Yeah, a lot, a lot.
PUBG.
How you doing, guys? How you doing?
Good,
Fine.
good.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, so guys, before we proceed with anything, I just want to send you one link. And guys, I want you to guys, make this as a routine and save this link with yourself, anywhere safe so that, either you can bookmark this or anywhere you want to, just simply save it. Even though I'm going to send it to you on every single meeting, but still I want you to, keep this link up to date on daily basis. Okay, so I'm sending you right away. There you go. Once you fill this up, and then we're going to discuss a few things. By the way, guys, did you like my new haircut? Is it good?
Yes, sir.
Amazing.
I
Amazing.
think it's
And what about the background? Like, how does this look?
That ninja looks sick, bro. Samurai.
I didn't
Whatever
know
that
that
shit.
you're a Tate brother.
Yeah, I'm the lost brother.
Who would expect?
Okay, so guys, just let me know once you fill it. So Brazilian wrestler is Michael,
Yes,
Kazaki
sir.
Adel, German Felix, and Bikini Dalton. Correct?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome. So like I don't know like why I just keep on changing your names. Okay, it is what it is. We can't do anything in that. Okay, guys, have you filled the form?
Yes.
Okay, so guys, now I'm gonna start one by one. First, let me start it from Michael. First, you tell me like what's the outreach method that you're working on at the moment?
Doing cold calling, LinkedIn,
Uh-huh.
and Facebook. Like just posting my job on Facebook groups, like construction
Mhm.
groups, stuff like that. And I
Mhm.
have the automation also for LinkedIn that it just sends text automatically.
Okay, so Michael, if I like just if I don't want the exact number, if but if you can tell me like till now, like till this date, how many cold calling have you done, like till now?
Until now, since the beginning,
Yeah, since the beginning. Like when did you started this, by the way?
probably like 2 weeks ago, I probably only done like 200. It's not a lot.
200. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
And how about the LinkedIn one?
Oh, LinkedIn. Let me check how many messages real quick.
Just give me a random number, like no worries with that. I don't need an accurate, I just need a random number.
Okay, around it, I probably sent like 300, 400.
300, 400 DM, like in these 2 weeks.
Yeah, like I think it's like 3 weeks actually.
3 weeks. Okay, so let's make it 250. Okay, because you might have sent the connection request
50.
and they
Okay.
might not have been accepted yet. So,
Yes.
but yeah, so apart from that, let's say now email you're not working on at the moment, right? And what about the SMS? SMS also you're not working, right?
SMS is like texting, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, I guess no. You don't have to work on the SMS. SMS, we're gonna take care of that. No worries, no worries. Forget about that. Now, Dalton, can you please tell me like which outreach method are you using?
Right now I'm doing cold calling
Okay.
and Facebook.
Cold calling and Facebook. Okay, so in cold calling, like how much have you done till now? Just a random number.
Probably about like 500.
And when did you started this?
I started a few months ago. Like,
Okay, a few months ago.
I
hmm
don't know how many months, the exact.
So on daily basis, like how much cold calling are you doing? Like how many numbers are you dialing?
It really just depends on the week. Some weeks I don't get any time, so I
hmm
cold calling, and then sometimes I can get like 2 or 3 days where I can actually cold call. But for the most part, it's like zero cold calling. That's why I started
Uh-huh.
working on LinkedIn and Facebook.
And what's the status of LinkedIn?
I don't know actually. I just joined that thing that Ishmael put out, so I actually have someone else doing it for me. Is it you actually?
Yeah. Okay. So that means you're okay.
Yeah.
Then you're only doing focusing on cold calling at the moment, which is fine.
And then I've joined
And
a few Facebook groups,
mhm,
and I think I've DM'd
okay.
since then.
Uh-huh. Okay. Got it. So, okay. And what about like you mentioned that 500 calling still now, right?
Yeah.
And like if we take a look at, on daily basis, like just if we calculate an average, like how many calls are you doing on daily basis? Any random, like if we calculate an average for a week, right? So on daily basis, how many cold calls are you doing? Is it 50, 100?
Probably about 150.
And when did you started this? Sorry, I forgot that.
I started, yeah, a few months ago.
Few months ago.
Yeah.
And on daily basis, you're doing 100. So till now you've done 500. So like you like in the mid, like you just left it.
What is it?
Like in the middle, like you just stopped doing cold calling in the mid.
Yeah. Yeah. Work really picked up, and then now I'm actually in college. So
Mm-hmm.
or it's kind of just like work really picked up, so I couldn't cold call. And then once I joined college, that's
Mm-hmm.
been a struggle. So I'm trying to get back on track.
Got it. No problem. Okay. So now for today, like have you made any calls for today?
No, no, not today.
Not today. Okay. And Michael, what about you? Did you made any calls today?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't done that. I need morning
Okay.
practice and school.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Got it. Now, Adil, sir, can you please tell me like how many cold calls have you done till now, or what outreach method are you working on the most?
I'm doing cold calling, cold
Uh-huh.
email, LinkedIn
Okay.
outreach.
Mm-hmm.
I want to incorporate Facebook and cold SMS. Two things.
Okay. So,
I
uh,
I have data for February. Like I started tracking it again. I deleted my previous sheet for February, so it's last 12 days. I've sent 8,000 emails,
okay.
25 LinkedIns, and about 500 cold calls. Of 400 cold calls.
400 cold calls. Just a moment. So mean like 400 cold calls and 25 LinkedIn, right? And the email was 8,000. And which campaign, like which platform are you using to send the emails?
I use instantly.
Instantly. Okay. And okay. And talking about the cold calling, like on daily basis, how many calls are you doing?
Usually above 100, but last couple of days I have like some hardships going on, so I'm not doing. But 100 stably, I'll
Okay.
be back on track.
Got it. Got it. Okay. And Felix, what about you?
I think in total I did around 1,500 cold calls. On a daily basis, it's around, because now I'm calling in Germany, and in Germany the people they talk a lot on the phone, so I do around 40 to 70. Today I did 70 cold calls.
Okay, so you've done almost 1,000 cold calls, right?
1,500, I would
One and a
say.
half thousand. Okay. So let's say, let's keep it up. Okay. And talking about the other outreach method like LinkedIn, email, any other thing that you're working on?
I'm having the LinkedIn automation, but I actually don't know anything about it because no one is responding, like really rarely. So I don't get anything from that yet. And email, I don't know. I don't do it.
Okay, no problem. We can work on the LinkedIn one later on. Don't worry about that. We can discuss on this. We can book a call and do one-on-one session, and then we can discuss on this. But apart from that, so you did 1350 cold calls, like almost half, more than 1,000 cold calls. But the thing is, so you're not working on LinkedIn and not working on email, right? And on daily basis, if I say like, let's say on an average, like what's the average? Is it 100 cold call on daily?
It depends because like the total span is also from America back then, and when I was calling in America, I did a lot more outreach. So if we do the total average, it's around 100, I would say.
Okay.
But in
And
Germany, it's less because they talk so much.
got it, got it. Makes sense. And guys, tell me, guys, this question is for everybody. Like, tell me one thing. Is there anyone who has booked any meeting or something in the past 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, so Felix and Adil, right? And okay, Michael as well. Dalton, you booked any calls? No
No.
worries. Okay, so okay, guys. So have you reviewed the calls, like, or was it a was it a no show for you guys?
I had no shows. The last calls, the last 5 calls this week were no shows, but before I was having 2 shows.
Okay, and how did it go? Like the
I had
calls?
one person show my call.
Okay, one person showed. And so how did it go?
Excuse me?
So
Like how did it go? Like was it good or like
Yeah,
were you
yeah.
able to close that?
So I am still talking to him. He's actually a friend of my dad
Mm-hmm.
that works in the other side of Florida. So I'm trying to get
Okay.
him to close a deal in a home improvement business with me and get his he does bathroom remodelings, so I'm trying to help him get clients with that.
Okay. Then that's good. Then that's good.
Yeah.
And what about you, Felix? You were saying something?
um so my calls also went good. Also one friend of my dad actually. The other one was a random guy. It went good, but I couldn't close the deal in the sales call because I was kind of insecure about doing that. So I gave him time to rethink everything, and he just said no at the end. But the call itself, it was actually not that bad.
Okay, got it. And what about you, Adil?
I had for the last 2 weeks one no show. I had a one call, quite bad one, and we'll have one more tomorrow.
Okay. So guys, tell me one thing. You guys are also reviewing these calls with Ernest or Ismael, right?
Yes.
So they are giving you the feedback. They've already given you the feedback about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then that's fine. Then that's fine. Okay, so Dalton, no worries, bro. If you haven't booked any single calls, not a problem. We can work on that, right? So, and talking about the other things like you're doing the cold call, try using the other outreach methods, because the more outreach method you do, the better it is, and the better you get at it. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so no problem with that. We can work on this. Like, have you told Ernest or Ismail about this, Dalton?
Yes. Yeah. That was
So
one of the things like
mhm,
I told him before I joined, because I thought I was going to be able to cold call in Australia because
uh-huh.
it like when I'd be sleeping. So I was just going to do that instead. And that didn't end up working because you have to have an address in Australia.
Okay, got it. And guys, you're using Go High Level, right?
I'm using my phone
Okay. Oh yeah,
now
you're calling in
because
Germany.
I'm
Okay.
calling in Germany, and there's the same that it's really complicated to get a number on Go High Level.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then that's fine. Then that's fine. Okay, then guys, I guess that's pretty much it. Like, you've got any questions for me? Anybody? You need any help regarding any technical stuff or apart from that?
Oh, AJ, thank you.
Okay. So Michael, no from your end. Dalton,
I'll see
you
you
need any help?
tomorrow.
Yeah,
I
Michael.
booked a call with you.
Yeah, yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen that. Yeah. See you then, Michael, no problem. And Dalton, you've got any questions for me?
No.
Okay. Adel, you?
No. Oh, AJ.
All good? Okay. And Felix?
Nope.
And what about Felix? One more thing. You mentioned one thing, we were discussing one thing regarding your Calendly. Is it fixed?
Yeah, it's fixed. It's fixed. I
It's like
remember.
it's working fine.
Yeah. Yes, it's working
Oh,
fine.
awesome then, awesome. Okay, guys, I guess that's pretty much it from my end. And if you guys don't have any questions, we can happily end this meeting. And I hope you guys like my new look. And you'll be seeing this look, almost every single day now. So please get
Uh-huh.
used to it. So please get used to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much, guys, for joining this call. Have a great day. See ya. Take care. Bye bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Peace out. Bye bye.